Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Game Week 14 of the Premier League is here, and I'm going to predict it. Yes, that's right, but before we start, make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It will help the channel. It will do us a huge favour, and it will help the channel growth massively, as you can see in bold letters. So, the first game we have is Chelsea versus Brighton. Chelsea at home, and, well, Chelsea's last game was obviously against Newcastle. They got smashed, pounded 4-1 by the Geordie boys. And yeah, moving on to Brighton, though, not really much to say about Chelsea there. Brighton, they overcame Nottingham Forest 3-2. Again, like I mentioned yesterday, not sure how they did it, but I'm assuming they were. It was a decent performance. And yeah, but I think Chelsea, their fans might get going. They have the home advantage. So I think I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. It just gives off that vibe, you know? Or maybe that's just me. Liverpool versus Fulham. Alright. So Liverpool are coming off in the Premier League, they're coming off a 1-1 draw with the champions Manchester City. It wasn't an easy game. It wasn't the best game between these two. Liverpool didn't play particularly well. City didn't play particularly well either. I thought City were quite wasteful. But Trent Alexander-Arnold, the man that saved them from defeat at the Etihad, ultimately shushing the Etihad fans. Don't know why he's done that. But in midweek on Thursday, they overcame Lask 4-0. Emphatic victory. I'm pretty sure Jurgen Klopp will be thrilled with that one. So are Liverpool fans. But moving on to Fulham, who I believe they robbed Wolves. Monday Night Football 3-2. Willian 97th minute pen, I think it was. I think probably both of them weren't pens. Maybe the first one, debatable. Fulham probably should have got a red card as well. But that's the nature of the sport, you know. It is what it is. It was what it was. And poor Wolves. But in the table then, let's have a look. Liverpool are currently sitting third. Not a bad position to be in. And Fulham are currently sitting 14th, which is not what they would have wanted. So I think I'm going to go for a 2-0 Reds. I think Liverpool will get the job done. Moving on to Crystal Palace's trip over to the London Stadium. And West Ham, their last Premier League game, they overcame Burnley 2-1 away from home. So it'll be good for them to be back at home. I think they won 1-0 in midweek. I'm not really sure about that. But yeah, it was a scrappy game against Burnley. They got quite fortunate, I'd say. But moving over to Crystal Palace's defeat away at Luton, which was quite shocking. Luton, good game. They played well. Crystal Palace, not really as good as they can be. I think it was quite funny that Eze scored an absolute beauty of a goal, shushed the fans, but still ended up losing. That was quite funny in my opinion. But I think this is set to be a decent game on Super Sunday. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Crystal Palace away win. Bournemouth are set to host Aston Villa at the at the Vitality Stadium, and Bournemouth are coming off the back of a 3-1 victory over Sheffield United away from home. I mean, it's Sheffield United. If you can't beat them, then you might as well relegate yourself. Yeah, decent performance. You'd expect them to win any day. But on the other hand, probably more of an impressive victory. Aston Villa overcame Spurs, came from behind. Son scored a couple of offside goals. We love to see it. And yeah, and I thought Villa played well. Special mention, they also won 2-1 in Europe to qualify for the round of 16 in the Conference League, so good on them. And this is just a random memory, but last season, on the first day, Bournemouth beat Aston Villa 2-0 in this fixture, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw here today. Manchester City versus Tottenham then, Super Sunday live event, 4:30 kickoff. City are coming back in the Premier League off a 1-1 draw with Liverpool. As I mentioned before, neither side played particularly well, neither side played particularly bad. Erling Haaland, fastest player to reach 50 goals, 48 games that is. He's just unstoppable, isn't he? But here's a interesting fact. City have drawn their last two games, 4-4 against Chelsea and 1-0 against Liverpool. So that'll be interesting. But Aston Villa, we're talking about them again. Actually, we're talking about Tottenham here. Tottenham threw away a 1-0 lead. They just crumbled, I think, and it's quite odd to see Tottenham crumble. But I would say the injuries have been have been playing a huge part in their downfall. That's now 3 losses in a row for Big Ange and his men. Wonder what he must be thinking, especially with the likes of James Maddison out with an ankle injury still. I don't think he'll be fit to play. And Van der Ven with that unfortunate hamstring injury against Chelsea. I remember watching this live. It was quite sad. You don't want to see it in the game. I played the game. But anyway, also City will have a bit of momentum at the Etihad after winning 3-2. Brilliant comeback over RB Leipzig. And I backed the boys for an emphatic 4-0 win. Yes, I know it's optimistic, but hey, that's the end of part 2 of Prem Predictions. That's actually the end of the game week as well. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching.